Good morning, children. Now we are going to start with the solution of exercise of chapter 2. So let us start it. I suppose you all would be studying seriously and you all would be writing all the assignments given to you in your notebooks, because when you will come back to school, at that time we will ask for it. You have to submit them. Okay, it's a kind of revision for you also. So please be sincere in doing your work. Let us start with the. So the first question is understanding the text. A. Tick the correct answer. First question is, the fountain pen was given to Annie by her mother, father, or grandmother. The correct answer is grandmother. Next question. The fountain pen helped Anne to write letters neatly and a lot. What is the correct answer? Yes, again, C, a lot. The fountain pen helped Annie to write a lot. Third question. Annie took the fountain pen to school for the first time when she was 11, 10, or at the Jewish Lyceum. In this question, the correct answer is B. When she was of 10 years old, she just took pen to the school. Fourth, to remove the mold from the beans, Annie, what did she do? Rubbed, washed, or dumped them in the fire? Yes, correct answer is A. Rubbed them. She was rubbing them sitting on the table. You must remember that, because her sister and her father were sitting there too for the practice of Latin. So she was rubbing the beans there. So correct answer is A. Rubbed them. Fifth, when Anne sat down at the table after the interruption, she could not find her diary, the beans, or her fountain pen. It's very easy. Yes, the correct answer is C, her fountain pen. And what happened later on, that also we know, right? Next exercise B is of answer these questions. Children, you have to write all exercises in your notebook, not only this long question answers, okay? All the exercises you have to write in your notebook, and later on when you will get your physical textbooks, you have to copy them, okay? So now let us go for the next exercise. First question is, what was Anne's state of health when she received the fountain pen? When Annie received the pen, she was sick and in bed. Second question is, why was Annie surprised by the pen when she was 10? She was surprised because when she was 10, she was allowed to take it to school, and even her teacher allowed her to write with it. Third question, what did Annie use her fountain pen for until it was lost? Anne used the pen to write with it in school, and when she went to annex, she took it with her, and there she wrote countless diaries and composition with it. Fourth question, how did Anne spend her time while her father and Margaret studied Latin? We all know the answer, right? When Margaret and her father practiced Latin, Annie sat at a very small corner of the table, and she began rubbing the beans from which she had to remove the mold. Fifth question, what happened when Annie tossed the beans into the stove? when Annie threw the rotten beans into the stove, a giant flame shot up. Annie thought that it was wonderful because the old stove, which was gasping its last breath, had got such a miraculous recovery. Last question of this exercise, question number 6. What were their darkest fears? Their darkest fears were that the pan might have fallen into the stove along with the rotten beans. So our next exercise is change the positive sentences into negative and the negative sentences into positive. So I hope you have learnt it in your previous classes how we have to change positive to negative and negative to positive. But still I would like to explain it once before we start the exercise. See, there are 2 rules to be followed. If the sentence is positive and if we have to convert it into negative, we have to use words like not or never. Okay. And the other thing is, when we change from positive to negative or negative to positive, the meaning should not be changed, and for that we will have to use opposite words sometimes. So keeping these points in our mind, let us start solving the exercise. The first sentence is, I have faith in you. I have faith in you. So this is positive or negative? Yes, we cannot see no, not, never, this kind of word. So it is a positive, means affirmative. So how we will convert it into negative? We will have to add not. Okay. So before have, we can say we can use don't also, or else we can use not after have also. We can say I do not have faith in you. Okay, the answer could be I do not have faith in you. Why I have used do not? Because have indicates the simple present tense, and in simple present tense for making negative sentences we use do or does, and here subject is I, that's why I have chosen do instead of does. Next sentence is, Sarah has not done the homework. It is in negative, so we have to make it positive. So the answer is Sarah has done the homework. Not will be removed. Okay. Third sentence is, Keshav will give me a glass of water. Again we cannot find not here, so it is an affirmative, positive. So let us convert into negative by adding not. The negative is, Keshav will not give me a glass of water. Alright. Next, fourth, the picture on the screen is not moving. Here it is negative as not is given. So let us make it positive. The answer is, the picture on the screen is, yes, correct, moving, is moving. Instead of is not moving, we just have to do is moving. Just remove not. And the next is fifth sentence, my friend writes. So here again we can see that writes means simple present tense and it is affirmative, so we have to turn it into negative. So again we'll have to use do or does. So the sentence becomes, my friend does not write well. And the last sixth sentence is, I have all my certificates. Now as it is affirmative, let's again convert into negative. It is like first sentence, I do not have all my certificates. Correct. Right, now let's move to the next exercise, that is B. Complete these negative sentences and use the hints provided in brackets. So first sentence is, Annie was in bed, she was dash well. So how can we make negative? Which word we have to use? Of course, no, not, never we can use. So let us write not well, right? So the sentence would be Annie was in bed, she was not well. Next, the wind was howling, it dash pleasant day. So it, as it is in past tense, we can use to be forms was, were before not, and then we can convert it into negative. So it becomes it was not a pleasant day. Third sentence is in the 6th grade Annie was dash into bracket use pan. Was she allowed to use it? Let us make it negative by using not. And we will have to add some extra words also. Not only no, not and never will come to our help. We will have to make the sentence also meaningful, and for that we'll have to add some extra words along with no, not and never. So how we will complete it? In the 6th grade Annie was not allowed to use the pen. Alright, next, 4th, Annie was dash and into bracket allow, sit and table. So after was is already given, so what can we do now? Yes, we can add not after that, and then we have to convert allow into allowed, because after was were we have to always use V3. So Annie was not allowed to sit at the table. 5th, Annie dash into bracket find and pan. So these two words we have to use to complete it. So as it is again in past tense, we can use past. How can we say it is past? Here no words are given like last year or yesterday or ago, before. How can we say? Yes, because this whole incident has happened in the past, as we all know, during World War II, when Annie and her family were just living in annex. At that time all this thing happens, so it is in past tense. So now we can complete it using any past tense verb. So think about it. Yes, Annie could not find the pan. Okay, we have added one more verb here before not, could. Annie could not find the pan. And the last is the gold nib dash into bracket survive. So as she was just personifying the pan, we can just make the pan as a subject here, make nib, gold nib as the subject here, and after subject we have to use verb and not. So survive is the verb. So what verb do we use here? Will we use here, as it is in past tense, will be using did not. Okay, the gold nib did not survive, it died. Now exercise C. Now what we have to do here, we have to change these positive sentences into negative without changing their meanings. See, in the last exercise I have told everything, that you do not have to change their meanings, okay, but there also you have changed it into negative. Here also you will change it into negative, but here opposite words will be used. However, in that exercise we just used not, no, never, okay, but here along with no, not, never, while making negative we will have to use opposite words also, otherwise the meaning would be changed. So the opposite word may be of noun, verb, adjective, any word to retain the meaning. So the first is done for you. The puppy was unhappy. Now was unhappy, this is affirmative, we have to change it into negative, so we'll have to use not. But if we use was not and then if we write the same way unhappy, then the meaning gets changed. If we write was not unhappy, then meaning is changed. So what we have to do, we have to use the opposite word of unhappy, adjective unhappy. In that case the meaning would be maintained. Like if we say the puppy was not happy, in that case it is correct. Why? Because both was unhappy and was not happy, the meaning is same. That's why it is correct. Okay, now second sentence, he is smart. So the answer would be he is here we can write many words. You can write he is not unsmart, he is not dull, he is not dumb, he is not foolish, he is not stupid, and doppy, sloppy, many other words are there for the opposite word of smart. So you can write any. So the next is fourth. Third. The man was dressed shabbily. Shabbily means not neatly. So the answer would be the man was not dressed neatly. Okay. And then fourth is the room was dark. What is the opposite of dark? Yes, bright. So the negative sentence is the room was not bright. Not bright means dark. And the fifth one is the towel was not dry. Not dry means wet, okay, or damp. So here we have to convert from negative to affirmative. So we will convert not dry into wet or damp. So the sentence would be the towel was wet. Okay, now exercise C. Answer these questions with reference to the context. So what we have to do here, we have to read the sentence given here. The first number is I showed it to my girlfriends the first chance I got. So we have to think about the sentence, that who is using this, where it is used, for whom it is used. Okay, so the first question is whom does I refer to in this sentence? So we all know that I word is who is showing. I showed it means who showed? Yes, Annie. Annie showed. Okay, so we can say that I refers to Annie. Okay, next is what was it means what did she show? So the answer is it was the pen, fountain pen. C. Who had given it to the speaker? Speaker means Annie. So we know that her grandmother who was living in Aken, she had sent her as a gift. Okay, so the answer would be her grandmother had given it to her. Now second sentence is given. Not only did it have room for a pencil, it also had a zipper. Now this is, we remember that it was for the pouch or the case in which she had to put the fountain pen. So this sentence is in the context of her pen case. So what questions do we have to answer? First is A. What had a room for a zipper? So the answer is the case of the new pen had room for a zipper. Second question B. What could the zipper be used for? So the answer is the zipper could be used to close the case and was most impressive. It was most impressive, no? C. Why had it been bought? So the answer is it had been bought because Annie had turned 12 and was ready to study at the Jewish Lyceum, a place where Jewish children studied. So in honor of the occasion, a new case was bought for the fountain pen. Now the third sentence is I am left with one consolation. small though it may be. Now, this sentence is used in the context of what? When this pan is thrown by mistake with the rotten beans into the stove at that time, this sentence was used by Annie. Okay, so let us go for the first question. Who is left with the consolation? Answer is Annie was left with the consolation. Annie is left with the consolation. B. What is the consolation? So the answer is the consolation was that the fountain pen had been cremated. Where? In the stove. Just as Annie thought she would like to be one day. Means as the human beings are also cremated, her pan was also cremated. So she is taking it as a living being. So she was, because she was so much attached to it. So she is personifying it, and she is now just consoling herself. Next question, C. Why is the consolation considered small? So the consolation was small because Annie still missed her fountain pen and would have liked to have it, but there was no hope of getting it back as it was burnt. It was melted into the stove. Now, exercise D. Here, think and answer. You need not write these questions in your book. It is just for a conversation. But right now, we are not in the class. It's okay. I cannot expect answers from you. So, I will tell you. The first question is, why does Annie refer to herself as the proud owner of the fountain pen? So, what can we say? Annie calls herself the proud owner because she was proud to have such a splendid fountain pen, and it was rare for children to own a pen in those days. So that's why she was proud owner. Next question is, how do we know that Annie liked to write? So we know this because she says that she used her pen often and wrote countless diaries and compositions with it. Next question. Was Annie's family sensitive towards her loss of the pen? What does this tell you about them? Yes, her family did try to help her look for the pen, and they all understood that it meant a great deal to her. And this shows that they really cared about one another and were sensitive to the need of one another. Alright? Fourth question. What do you think Annie would have written in her diary about the Nazis? Well, the answer of this question depends on your imagination and your comprehension, your understanding regarding this chapter, and your knowledge about Germans, okay, especially Hitler. So we may say she might have written about them that Nazis were crooks, sinners, they were heartless, they were wrongdoer, and they offended them by showing the disrespect, they were cruel. Many things we can write, and all answers are true. Now let's proceed to the next exercise, which is very interesting for you, playing with words. Although you may not play outside your home, at least you can play here on the pages. Well, certain words often go together in English, and such combinations may be made of two or more words and are known as collocations. So for example, here it is given: prized possessions, howling winds, pushed roughly. Collocations are important because they make our language sound natural, and if we master such collocations, our language will be more idiomatic, that is more similar to the way it is spoken by the native speakers, that is Britishers. Alright, so let us start the exercise. What you have to do is you have to use a word from the box to complete these collocations. So think about it. In first one, it is practice. So how can you complete with? Can we write long practice? Yeah. Okay. So write down long practice in the first. In the second one, astonishment word is given. So we can add one more word with before it. Complete. Complete astonishment. Astonishment means surprise. Third one is recommended. So recommended, we can use highly recommended. Okay, and the fourth one, pain. So we have one word, excruciating. We can write excruciating pain. What do you mean by excruciating? Intense. Okay, intense pain. And the fifth is decorated. So which word can we choose for that? Richly decorated. And the last one is advice. So we can say sound advice. Okay. So now let's go ahead with the next exercise. Here what we have to do, the meanings of a few words are already given below. We just have to find the words in the grid. Okay. Now the grid is very small. It cannot be shown perfectly on this screen. So I am not showing it to you. At the end of the video, I may give you this on the one screen. So when you get your notebook, at that time you need to do this exercise. Right now you can just write the words, okay, beside the sentences. Like first one. First is having to do with trade and making a profit. So which word? Yes, commercial. Second is the comfort received after a loss. That is consolation. The way Annie consolated herself by saying that my pan is lucky to be cremated like me. Okay. Next, third is having the power of an astounding and remarkable divine intervention. So what can be the word which we had used at the end? Miraculous. Right. Miraculous is the correct answer. Sometimes it happens that when we are thinking that something is impossible, and at that time with the God's grace it comes true. We are helped by the invisible power. Okay, so we say that miraculously it was done. Okay, so with the divine intervention. So the answer is miraculous. Next question is terrifying and terrible. So we can say darkest. Okay, the darkest fears, this word was used in the chapter. Fifth, great and valued wealth. The word is treasure. The next is sixth, something that is to be admired due to its quality. It is, how was the pen case? It was impressive, right? So your answer is impressive. Seventh question is proved that a belief or opinion was true. The answer is confirmed. Then next question is a small quantity of something means trace, TRACE. And the last one is supposed to be true. When we suppose something, we guess something, the word is used assumed. So now let us start with the grid box, right? So first one was commercial, second consolation, third miraculous, fourth darkest, fifth treasure, sixth impressive, seventh confirmed, eighth trace, and ninth assumed. Okay. So you have to draw this grid box after you get your textbooks. Right now you need not draw grid box in your notebook. You can just simply write this sentence and then answer. like first sentence and answer is commercial, that way only. Okay. So here the exercise ends, and now we are doing the last exercise, in which we are given the format, or the blank page with the format where we have to fill the gaps. So it's the writing section, okay, and letter writing you are already taught in Pankaj sir's video. You must have watched it and learnt it. If you are not aware of it, again you can watch the video of informal later. Okay, this is informal. Why informal? Because we are writing to auntie. So when we write letter to our friend, family members, or near and dear ones, it is called informal. And in informal letter, we do not need to write two addresses. Here only one address is enough. So here the space is given for only two. And then after date we have to write, of course. Then salutation, generally dear, these words are used. And then we have to write the body of the letter. In body of the letter, what you have to write? It depends on the question which is asked. Here the question is, imagine you are Manhar. Write a letter to your aunt about a favorite book that you misplaced and how you hope to replace it with another book. And at the end it is written signature, but I suppose we need not write even our surname, because the one to whom we are writing a letter, they are maybe our friends or family members, so we don't need to give all this kind of signatures at the end. Simply we can write our name, okay, like with love Manhar. All right. Okay, so now you can write these all exercises in your notebook, and whenever you get your textbooks, so the things which is given here blank, there you can fill with the answers again by copying from your notebook. Okay, so keep doing assignment. And as you all know that we have created a web page of our school where you will get all the videos and assignment links and everything. You will be notified about the test. You can even ask for your doubts there on web page, and the teachers will solve your queries by calling you back on the same day. So you have to keep visiting web page once in a day at least, and download Google Classroom also from Play Store. It will be also useful to you. The video tutorial for the Google Classroom and the web page is already sent to you, made by Sovik sir. In case you don't understand, you can ask your doubts to any computer teachers in our web page in doubt section. Okay, thank you.